We often think of being smart as something you're born with, like a fixed trait. You're either a math person or a creative person. But what if I told you that your brain's capacity, its sharpness, creativity, and speed isn't fixed at all? It's more like a muscle, and just like any muscle, you can train it, grow it, and make it stronger. The best way to do that isn't by forcing yourself to study boring textbooks, it's by doing something you genuinely love. Today, we're talking about hobbies. But not just any hobbies. We are exploring powerful hobbies that are scientifically proven to upgrade your brain, boost your memory, and unlock a smarter, more creative you. This isn't about productivity for the sake of it. This is about investing in your greatest asset, your mind, while having fun. So let's get into the smartest hobbies you can start today. Learn a new language, your brain's ultimate gym. Learning a new language is like a full body workout for your brain. It doesn't just improve your vocabulary, it fundamentally restructures your mind. How it works, now when you learn a new language, you're creating new neural pathways. Your brain is forced to navigate a new set of rules, sounds, and structures. This intense exercise boosts a process called as neuroplasticity. I was reading about it very recently, where it says your brain's ability to reorganize itself and adapt is the meaning of neuroplasticity. And studies have shown that bilingual individuals have better problem solving skills, enhanced memory, and even a delayed onset of age related cognitive decline like Alzheimer's. Now, it is because you're constantly switching between two systems of speech, which improve your brain's executive function. The CEO part of your brain is responsible for planning and decision making. Now, how you can start it? You don't need to move to another country, right? You can start with user-friendly apps like Duolingo or Babbel for just 10 to 15 minutes a day. You can watch your favorite movie with subtitles in that language. The goal is not about fluency overnight, it's consistent exposure. Play a musical instrument, the symphony of your mind. Have you ever watched a musician and been in awe of how their hands just, what they do? Playing an instrument is one of the most complex and beneficial activities for your brain. It's like a full sensory experience. Now, how it works, when you play music, you're engaging multiple parts of your brains simultaneously, You're reading the notes, so visual part, listening to the sound, so audio part, coordinating of your fingers, your motor skills. So this thing, the overall package strengthens the corpus callosum, the bridge of nerve fibers that connects the two hemispheres of your brain. You can just Google that up. So this actually leads to enhanced memory, better mathematical and linguistic skills, and incredible fine motor coordination. I remember I was trying to learn the ukulele a few years ago, and I was frustrated at first. My fingers felt so clumsy, but after a few weeks of practice, something at least clicked, but I left that hobby. But okay, anyways, it wasn't just my fingers that got faster. I felt this ability to focus, on the complex task that doesn't need my improved attention. So how you can start is you can pick any instrument you're drawn to, whatever you like. The ukulele and the keyboard are literally fantastic for beginners. There are thousands of free tutorials right there on YouTube. So the goal is to enjoy the process of creating sound and not to become, a virtuoso. Playing chess or any strategy games. Now, this isn't just for genuines in a park, okay? Now, chess and other strategy games are incredible tools for training your mind to think several steps ahead. It's a workout in logic, pattern recognition, calm and calculated thinking. Chess requires you to use both sides of your brain. Yes, the left hemisphere is busy identifying the pieces, where the right hemisphere recognizes the patterns and visualizes every moves. So every single game is a puzzle that sharpens your fluid intelligence, the ability to reason and solve your problems. It teaches you patience and foresight. In a world of instant gratification, chess really forces you to slow down and consider the sequences of your actions. This skill translates directly into a better decision making in your career, finances, and your personal life. Now, how you can start it if you ask, don't be intimidated. Simple websites like chess.com have amazing tutorials for absolute beginners. You can play against a computer at a very low difficulty level to learn the basics. Even learning the fundamental moves is a huge step in training your strategic mind. Read diversely, the explorer of worlds and minds. Okay, we all know reading is good for you, but I'm not just talking about rereading your favorite novel, yeah. To truly upgrade your brain, you need to read diversely. When you read a genre you're unfamiliar with, whether it's historical fiction, science, philosophy, or biography of someone completely different from you, you are forcing your brain to build new mental models. You are expanding your capacity for empathy by living through another's experience, and you are learning to understand complex new systems and ideas. So, reading a complex fiction novel has been shown to improve theory of mind, which is your ability to understand that other people have beliefs, intentions different from your own. Also, reading non-fiction, on the other hand, builds the base of your knowledge and enhances your intelligence. Now, if you don't like reading, how you can start is you can pick one genre you never read, all right? The one thing which you have never read, and find a highly rated book in that category. You can join a book club, or you can challenge yourself for reading one book a week, one book a month, whatever suits you the best. The goal is to make your mind travel to places it has never ever been. Creative writing or journaling, the sculptor of your ideas. The final hobby is about creation, not just consumption. Creative writing is even structured journaling is a powerful way to organize your thoughts, improve your communication skills, and boost your creativity. Now, how it works, the act of translating abstract thoughts and feelings into a structured written language is an incredibly demanding cognitive task. It forces you to clarify your ideas and build logical arguments. The process enhances your working memory and strengthens your ability to communicate effectively. Journaling, especially journaling, can act as your brain dump. It reduces mental clutter and stress, freeing up your cognitive resources for more important tasks. So, when you write down your worries or try to articulate a complex problem, you're essentially outsourcing the stress from your brain onto a page, allowing for clearer thinking. Now, how you can start this? You don't need to write a novel, all right? Just get a simple notebook, try the one sentence a day method if you're new to this, or use a prompt like, what was the biggest lesson I learned this week? What was the biggest lesson I learned this day? So, basically, the act of writing is what matters, not the quality of your writing, if you know what I mean. Cooking a new recipe, the lab for your senses. Now, for a hobby that engages all of your senses, cooking, especially when you're trying to cook a new recipe from a different cuisine, is an excellent cognitive exercise disguised as a daily chore. Now, how it works is following a new recipe, requires precise measurement, so maths comes in. So, understanding chemistry, how ingredients interact, so you're naturally managing time, temperature, and multiple steps at once, which is a huge workout for your brain's executive functions, the same skills a CEO does for running his company. Plus, engaging your senses of smell and taste creates strong neural connections which can enhance your memory. Yes, you heard that right. But in order to start, you definitely don't need to be a master chef. Just pick one new simple recipe to try this week. Watch a YouTube tutorial to follow along. The goal isn't a perfect meal, it's the process of creation and engaging your brain in a delicious new way. Dancing, the ultimate mind body connection. If you feel like you live too much in your head, dancing is definitely for you. Dancing is a powerful way to improve your brain's processing speed and how it connects your mind and body. Now, learning choreography or even just moving freely to a beat requires the rapid decision making. Your brain is constantly constantly coordinating with your body in space, your hands, legs, and everything. So this requires spatial awareness. A famous study in the New England Journal of Medicine found that frequent dancing was the only physical activity associated with a lower risk of dementia. This is because it combines physical exercise with mental effort of learning and remembering steps. You can put your favorite song or just move in your room for 10 minutes, or you can find a beginner's dance tutorial on YouTube, whether it's salsa, hip hop, Kathak, Bharatnatyam, whatever. It's not about performance, it's about letting your brain learn the language of movement. Gardening or talking to plants. I love this the most, but I'm really bad at it. I need to improve this definitely. So, in a fast paced digital world, there's something incredibly grounding and mentally restorative about connecting with nature. Gardening is gentle but profound way to boost your brain health. Now, how this is going to work? Gardening involves planning and problem solving. Why is that leaf yellowing? And sustained attention. This is a low stress activity that has been shown to reduce levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. So when your stress levels are lower, your brain is better able to learn and form new memories. The physical act of working with soil can also release feel good chemicals in your brain. For starting this hobby, you definitely don't need a huge backyard. You can start with one or two low maintenance indoor plants like a snake plant or pothos, whatever you feel suits for your room. Or you can create a small herb garden on your kitchen windows, or if you have a balcony. The simple act of nurturing something and watching it grow is incredibly rewarding for your mental state. Building things, Legos, models, puzzle, the engineer of your brain. Now, the last hobby taps into the part of you that loves to create order from chaos. The focused hands on activity of building something, whether it's Lego, a model airplane, a puzzle, whatever, it is a fantastic mental workout. Now, these activities, these exercises are great in visuospatial reasoning. That is, your ability to manipulate 2D and 3D shapes mentally. You're focusing instructions, interpreting diagrams, and fitting pieces together. This enhances your problem solving skills and your spatial intelligence. It's a form of mindfulness that requires deep concentration, allowing your brain to enter that flow where you're fully immersed and time just seems to fly by. You can really buy a fun Lego set. I do have one. It's really a cute one. It has, I think, candy shop or a cupcake shop, I don't remember, but I do have it. They have amazing ones for adults too, or a 500-piece jigsaw puzzle of an image you love. You can put some music, you can clear your table and just focus on simple satisfying task of putting things together. So from learning a new language to nurturing a small plant, we have 9 incredible ways to actively build a better brain. These aren't just ways, just time pass ways. These are actually intentional acts of self investment. They are ways to build a mind that is more flexible, resilient, and brilliant. Your brain is most powerful tool, and spending even 15 minutes a day on any one of these hobbies is one of the greatest gifts you can give to your future self. So here's your homework. I want you to pick any one of these hobbies, then you can do it daily, weekly, whatever suits you the best. The one that sparks a little excitement in you, you can choose that. And in the comments below, I want you to tell me which one you're choosing. Are you going to start cooking, dancing, or building? Let's create a community of learners and creators right here. Thank you so much for investing the time in yourself today. Remember, a smarter you is not born, she is built. One enjoyable hobby at a time. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.